Yo, it's your boy Michael Trill Teo, and I'm here with the Ghetto Flower, Fresh Flowers podcast. You already know what it is. Got my main man, my co-host Q in the building. What's good, bro?
What's going on, bro? Once again, we in Foxhole, bro.
Yeah.
Once again.
Hey, super excited to be here. Love doing this podcast. Love having special guests. So I definitely want to introduce you to our very special guest for today's episode. We got the one and only Teez.
What's the word? What's the word, everybody? How y'all doing?
What's good, bro?
Thank you
Feeling
for
great,
having
bro.
me. Appreciate
Of course.
you.
Of course.
Nice swaky joint y'all got in here. Y'all getting some money up in here, you know what I'm saying? I'm pocket watching, I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to make sure everything on the up and up. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
What's good, though?
You know, quality podcast, so we got to bring quality guests through.
Come
As
on, man.
always.
Come on, man. Too much praise. Come on, man.
Man. So Steezo, Teez,
Yep.
OVA.
Yes, sir.
What's
Overcome
good,
adversity,
boss?
always.
So, let's sort of dive into your sort of background, right? You know, you're a rapper,
Yeah.
Chicago.
Rapper.
Let's take us back to the beginning. How
For sure.
did this start?
Well, it all started riding with my dad or whatever. He was playing like a Jay-Z album. I think it was a Black album at that time, whatever. And then PSA came on. And that's like the first
shit.
recollection of like me hearing rap. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like the rhyme scheme he was doing, like, you know what I'm saying, moving snow by the fucking, like, fuck, I gotta sing the whole song if I start doing this.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do all that shit, because I'm fucking around to get lost. But
Right, you
it
gonna
started
get
from that,
flagged.
right? Fucking, so that was the first time I heard like rap, like my first time for real as a young age. And then like around like 14, I started dabbling with it because I was seeing a whole lot of like, that was around like 2009, 2010 type shit. So Kendrick, Cole, all of them was just starting to get their shit going. And I was like, all right, they cool, whatever. But I just, for some reason, like the arrogance in me, it was just like, I could do this better. Like,
Okay.
they all cool and all that, but I could figure out how to do this. So
Yeah.
I just fucking taught myself how to do it. Like, went through a whole bunch of like composition notebooks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Terrible, awful raps. And then like I found them when I was like house cleaning one day, threw them all away. I had to burn them,
Damn,
bro.
so you
I was
just
like,
tossed
nah,
them?
no, Joe, they were trash. But it was like years of doing that and just being repetitive and being consistent and stuff like that.
Nice.
Taught myself how to do it, and then I got to the point where like I was freestyling in the car with the homies, and they be like, "Nah, he's really good."
He
like,
actually rap. Hold
like,
on.
and I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was hesitant to do it at first because I felt like, you know, a lot of people, like, I felt like you had to be like real young to like actually be like a superstar. Like you had to come in at a young age.
Okay.
And like we was already like 18, 19 at that point. So it was like,
Did you felt like you were too old to start, I guess, or?
I felt like I had a small window.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like, you know, if it don't pop within like the next year or two, it's a fucking dub. So it was like, but everybody was telling me, like, everybody I was going to and asked it, they was like, nah, just do that shit. Just do you. So I was like, all right, fuck it. Put out my first tape, Stay in Your Lane. I started recording in 2017, but it came out in 2018. And then I put that out. Everybody was fucking with it. They was like, yeah, nah, fuck with this. You really going crazy. And that was just like a little sample size. I felt like I was just trying to do like a little sample of each like subgenre of like rap and like hip hop and stuff like that. Just like different modes and vibes and shit like that. So everybody saying they was fucking with that. So I was like, all right, well, let me just put my all into this next thing I'm finna do and make it even longer and be more, like, getting more in depth with it and shit.
Yeah,
and they've been liking it ever since, so I was just like, fuck it, why not just keep doing it?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and we landed here, you
That's
know what I'm
what's up.
saying? We got the brand OVA going strong and all of that, but
Yeah. So
We
what
doing-
was
we doing
that?
thing.
What was that first song that you were like, you know, rapping in front of your friends or playing in front of your friends, and you were like, oh snap, like this is some good reception. That's gonna make me keep going.
the first song off my first mixtape is called Berserk. And
Berserk,
the beat
okay.
comes in so fucking crazy. It's like it catches people. So now that I got him, I was like, I gotta fucking kill it now.
With the bars, yeah.
If you fucking run that shit, when I first dropped it, you come run that shit, they was like, nah, this shit is crazy. Like they was fucking winning all this other shit. So that was like one of the first examples. I was like, I could really get jiggy with this, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing.
Were you I guess, like nervous at all? Because I know, like, as a creative, a lot of people kind of struggle with kind of like showing their creations to the world. How are you feeling?
Extremely nervous. That's why I had to ask everybody, like my circle, like, should I be doing this? Like, should I really do this? Because I felt like I didn't want to waste my time, and I didn't want people to like tell me stuff that I wanted to hear. I wanted to know the truth. So I was just like, if I'm trash, please tell me now, so I don't waste my time. I could go find a job and go fuck off somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But everybody was saying it was cool and they was fucking with it and shit, so I just kept doing it.
That's dope. That's dope. And that's a great point. My fault. Can you go ahead?
No. I wanted to say like I want to go back a little. When you heard PSA, what about it, bro? Was it the energy?
It was
or like what he, the context of what he was saying.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hov, H to the OV. I used to move snowflakes by the OZ. I guess even back then you could call me CEO of the ROC. When you flip that shit, I was like, oh, this nigga spin. I said, this nigga spin. Dog, he's going crazy right now. So that was like the moment. It was just like, I didn't know you could do that shit with words and letters and shit like that. And like growing up, I was real into like books and like reading. So like language arts and reading was like always a guarantee A in school and shit for me. So
that's one.
So it was just like, it was just weird that it happened like that. I was like, damn, you could play with words like that. I always like read like a couple grades above like my grade level and shit. So at that time I was really nerdy about like words and shit and like diction, because my mom really instilled that into me and my brother and my sister.
That definitely comes across in your music, like the way you articulate yourself and your cadence with the bars.
Speak
and
like
the
you
beat.
got some shit. She said, speak like you got some sense, or they gonna treat like you ain't got none. So it was like, all right, cool. All right. So you present yourself like you smart and you know what you're talking about, they're gonna treat you a certain way. You're gonna get a certain level of respect and
that's
something that you wanna get from a person. They ain't gonna just treat you any type of way.
I feel you.
Because they feel like you dumb.
And that's good that, you know what I'm saying, Jay was like the first person that got you, hooked on the music, because a lot of motherfuckers now, like, younger people, like it be, other influences rather than somebody like Jay about business, and that is so cool that, you know what I'm saying, he was your influence, because I remember, I think it was BET Awards, it was one of them award shows when he was performing H to the Izzo. I remember that shit like yesterday. I'm damn, young as hell. Like, damn, like, this shit
one
crazy.
Of them. That was because that was like, because you got to think about it. The younger generation were young when we was out doing our thing. So that's like what, like early like 2007, like 2010, something like that. A lot of that shit in like 2000, like what, 4 and shit like that. It was not
different.
It was not. It was a lot of single driven and it was a lot of ringtone shit like that or whatever. So they don't really know too much about that. All they know is the stuff that we was listening to growing up. They all old as fuck now, and they all just doing like big boss shit now.
Exactly.
So that's what they know. They don't know about the Black Album. They don't know about Blueprint and shit like that. Like, you don't know. Like, you don't, bro. That fucking beat is literally top 3 beats I've ever heard in my fucking life. That shit is fucking crazy. Like, you could just play the instrumental out the whole time, and it's like same as listen to the actual song.
Hell yeah.
Let's get into that. Like, you talked about the beats. Like, do you have any favorite producers from sort of that time when you were starting getting into rap? Did you pay attention to production? Timbaland, okay.
Timbaland goes crazy. It was Timbaland, Kanye, Guru was cool. Who else was decent around that time? Pharrell was definitely cranking. He was fucking cranking.
Crazy.
Pharrell was just going in there just whooping shit down. But yeah, like Timbaland for real for me, because it was like he wasn't scared to experiment with a whole type of weird sounds and shit. Like, you listen to a Timbaland beat, they don't really sound the same. Like, if you just get a bunch, they all fucking sound different. And like they'll, like, certain artists will make the beat pop more. And I always found that interesting, because it's like you could go from Jay-Z to Missy to Ash to Ashanti, and then Ludacris, like, you know what I'm saying, all those different types of styles and shit like that, and like the producer bringing them all together to make them cohesive, shit like that. So like he was really going crazy, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, for real.
Especially in that time, for sure. That time specifically.
And you bring up those producers like Timbaland and Pharrell. Like one of the things I really like really realized from them is that like they know how to produce really good like singles that blow the fuck up
because
and
they're
like
producing and not just making a beat.
yeah, and
It's a difference.
yeah, exactly, it's a
You know what I'm
vibe,
saying?
and like what I want to ask you is like, how do you like know when a song is good? Because like I asked this to like a lot of people, like how do you know when like a song is good? Is it like, for me it's like if it resonates, like if it really has like a way to resonate with not just me but with anybody, you know what I'm saying, other people, you know what I'm saying.
I feel like it depends on what mood you're trying to go for. I feel like let's say you want to be lyrical and you make some shit. If everybody's listening to the words and they catching on to everything that you're saying and stuff like that, that's when you know you got something. And they can repeat it back to you without missing a beat.
Yeah, 100.
You got some good. You want to make some like chill and like vibey and all that. Everybody's dancing, they chilling out, and they, you know what I'm saying, they maybe got their eyes closed, just listening to like the melodies and stuff like that. You got something good on your hands for sure. But I feel like for me personally, I need I'm an energy guy. So if I'm going for something real high energy, I need the whole studio to be fucking jumping off the walls. I ain't gonna lie. Like if I got something, like if the beat is knocking for real and the 808s and the basses, everything going crazy, we need to be in there fucking like being like Waka Flocka or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but definitely, yeah, it just all depends on what mood you're going for. So
Yeah.
that's how you know you got something good on your hands.
I agree with you, Q. Like, it has to sort of resonate with you, and you kind of have to be, kind of what you said, Steve. So you kind of got to be in that right mindset of what it is that you're listening to. Like, maybe you're going through something like emotionally, maybe the turnt stuff you're kind of shying away from, but the more chill stuff that is sort of relevant to what you're going through in your day to day.
Right. I mean, even some turnt shit could be relevant.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Totally. Hell yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Time and the place, type deal.
Definitely a time and a place because it don't really work for everybody. Because I've played music for people and they're like, this is some some great shit. And then I'll play for some other people like, this is dog shit. Why the fuck are you even wasting your time rapping? And you gotta find a good balance because that shit'll fuck with you. They fuck with me it was like, damn, like it's just crazy to see like dual ends of the spectrum, I guess.
Hell yeah.
Like music wise. Because it really is subjective. They either like it or they fucking hate it.
Yeah.
So it's just like finding a common ground ain't no really bad thing.
And how do you deal with that though? Because that's they're critiquing, and a lot of things, and this is crazy. A lot of things that artists do, they put in their music. They put their feelings, they put the stuff they're going through in their music. So how does it feel to be critiqued? You know what I'm saying, in that way, and how do you go through with that?
I try not to, especially if it's on the internet or like in a comment section or something like that. I try not to take it too seriously because it's either I don't know who that is. Well, most of the time I don't know who it is.
Exactly.
But I try to treat it like, how old is this person? Like, are they like a younger kid or whatever? They probably don't even really give a fuck about like real like rap or whatever. And I hate doing that. That's not like I'm
real
not trying
rap.
to right. I ain't trying to like pigeonhole myself or something like that. But like they like a certain type of vibe and a certain type of music that I'm too old to be doing all this shit.
Fact.
I'm not trying to be Lil Uzi and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm probably not the cup of tea. So I try to look at people who have kind of heard of me before and they've had like, some experience with me before, and I try to listen to them more often than not. Because it's like you've seen what I've done so far. And if you like what I've done so far and now you have a problem with something, then I have to kind of I gotta kind of at least take it into consideration. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
So it's just like it's about who you listen to, not what was said.
No, that's true.
Because anybody could just say anything to you. Like, no, who the fuck are you? Like, I don't care.
Exactly.
But if somebody that means something to you say something and it kind of like hits you, it hit different.
Exactly. You gotta listen. Exactly.
It's different.
And that's why I bring it up, because just like you said, that's the two sides of the spectrum. Like you shouldn't be worried about the people that don't fuck with you. You should be worried about the people that fuck with you.
Yeah.
Because you could you could be like, oh damn, this nigga not fuck. But hey, you got some niggas that do fuck with you though.
Oh yeah.
And that's what you should be putting your time and investment
and making
in.
sure that they happy and they satisfied and
Exactly.
they don't keep spreading your good graces in the streets.
yeah.
Like, you know,
Hell
that's
yeah.
gonna be your advertisement at a certain point.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you ever heard of such and such? No, I ain't heard of such. Man, he's going crazy, this and that, da 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 da. And then that's gonna make, like, a personal recommendation is gonna be worth more than you telling them, hey, I rap, check out my shit. It's like, all right, cool, whatever, fuck out my face. But somebody that they fuck with, like, nah, he telling the truth, like he vouching for him. It's like, all right, fuck it, let's see what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. I
So
feel you.
yeah, that's all it is.
Hell yeah.
So how do you do, like, this is interesting. I never asked you this question. Like, how do you, like, go about, like, telling somebody that you're a rapper? Because are people like,
I don't. Most times.
for real?
I don't. Shit. Goddamn. Like, because that's kind of, I've done it a couple times and it was always like, not weird, but it was just like, I felt like, I don't like doing too much self-promotion. Like, I feel like there's a certain time and place for all that. Like, for here, I'm like, yeah, OVA everything. I'm me. Like, fuck with me.
OVA down.
I'm talking all my shit. Nah, y'all gonna have to see me. You know what I'm saying? But like in a party, like a kickback, something like personal, it's like, nobody gives a fuck. Like, nobody.
I feel you.
Like, if they come and ask me, such and such told me you rap that. Yeah, I do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And then I'll get into it because they brought it to me first.
Right.
Yeah.
But instead of me just, but like, yeah, most times I just don't even tell them that I rap. Oh yeah, I just work at such and such, and I'm just a person. Like, don't even worry about me.
I feel you.
Because then if they come across it, they're like, this was such and such. Why you ain't tell me such a? I wanted you to get it, find it yourself, so you don't have any preconceived notions.
Yeah.
Now, you ain't talk to me about it. You ain't got to feel no type of way. You say if you don't like it or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then if they come back and they like, nah, fuck with that shit. You should have told me. Then now we can roll it out. Now, all right, well, if you like that, I got a whole bunch of other shit.
Right, I feel
you know
you,
what I'm
I feel
saying?
you.
So that's how I go about it. I usually just don't say anything.
Because the reason I ask is because I feel like people just like look at y'all for entertainment too much. They're like,
Yeah, 'cause they
oh
gonna say,
shit,
well,
like
bust a
come in,
freestyle.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
like yo, rap,
Rap now,
like you're a
rap
rapper,
now.
rap, like
I ain't been thinking about rapping for like the fucking past 3 days. You want me to just spit something now? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's gonna sound bad, and now it's gonna leave a bad taste in your mouth, and now you're gonna be like, this motherfucker trash, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And it's like, I swear to God, I'm good. Please, just don't think I'm trash. It was just a freestyle. You put me on the spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm drunk as hell. Don't get me started right now.
oh god, I feel you. So with starting listening to Jay-Z, you know, and then you know formulating what you like to listen to with going into, he brought up Cole and shit like that. Like, what do you feel like changed with music over time? Like, because I know streaming was huge, you know what I'm saying? But, like, do you think anything, like, you know, content-wise changed?
Oh, well, I think a lot of things changed.
Hell yeah. Social media, the internet.
all that internet stuff, yeah, but like the root of the problem is people doing it as like a stepping stone to do something that they feel is greater than music or like rap specifically. Like I know everybody fuck with Post Malone and shit all that, whatever, and this ain't no diss or nothing. I ain't trying to start no shit. But it's like he came out as a rapper, like White Iverson was like it was like a weird alternative rap, but he was still rapping, and now he's a whole pop star and shit like that.
Right.
Like people like that. Not saying it's him specifically, but people who do that and then they jump started to like something completely different out of the realm of music in its entirety. So that's changed. So it's not as authentic as it used to be, because when people say they wanted to be a rapper, they wanted to be a fucking rapper.
Right,
I need the videos, I need all the money. We gonna have the plaques and all the shit on the wall at the record label. We doing big shit, popping bottles, all this other shit. Cause that was a fucking thing. That was the goal. Yeah. Now the goal is, all right, I want to do this thing, but if I make some stupid ass song on the internet that goes viral, I can ride that wave for a couple years, and then when I dies down, go off to this other thing that I really wanted to do. And now I'm back popping because now it's like, oh, well, former rapper used to, you know what I'm saying, this, that, now that.
Right.
Now they throwing fucking rapper titles on every fucking body. Now it's like, when you say you're a rapper, it's like, are you a rapper, really? Or you just be in the basement with your friends, just fucking getting high and fucking freestyling over fucking YouTube beats? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, I do that too, but I be in the studios like putting it. Like I spend my fucking money. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I really do this. Like I take this shit seriously. Yeah. You know what I'm saying. So that's changed. Definitely the speed of music being produced. So it's not like you're not taking your time with it. You just copy and pasting shit from what you seen work from this person and that person and others. I'm going off, but it's a lot of shit that had changed from when we was younger to now. And I hate sounding like that. I sound like the old nigga.
But like OG.
You've seen a lot.
But it's like, yeah, they don't really want to be rappers for it no more. They just want to use rap as a trampoline to something else that they want to fucking do. That's why a lot of this shit sound inauthentic and it sound the fucking same, because everybody is just copying everybody else. Don't know, and the people that really want to rap for real can't get no fucking screen time, because now it's become like a popularity contest and shit like that. How many followers you got? How many views you got? This, that, and the third, and all this other bullshit that don't even fucking matter. Is the music good? No.
Right.
Like, no. Like, at the core, probably the music don't even be good. Like, that shit. No, it's true.
Hey, I'm glad. I'm glad.
True. Like, that be my whole thing. It's like I could overlook a whole lot of shit with this shit if the music was good. Most of the time, you know what I'm saying. And most of the time, it's not.
What do you think is missing? Like in the music, the authenticity, and like the desire to actually want to
tell your story, or like, even if you want to make party music, like, be great at the craft of making music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They don't give a fuck about making music. They want to go viral to get the bread to jumpstart whatever other passes they got. They ain't got shit to do with rapping. You know what I'm saying? Clogging up the fucking market and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I like it. I like it. I'm glad you getting it off your chest, because more people need to hear that, for real.
So I got another question before we hop into the music, bro. So in an unauthentic world, well, an unauthentic like media world, I guess, like, how do you stay authentic?
We was talking about this.
How do you stay authentic?
Yeah, how do you stay authentic? Because you know, like you said, it's just so much fast-paced shit. And like a lot of people get caught up like, oh, I gotta, like you were saying, copy and paste. I gotta look at what he doing. I fuck with what he doing because I see his numbers, so I gotta do the same thing. So how do you stay authentic in an unauthentic like media space?
Yeah, you find yourself doing that. I find myself doing that sometimes.
How do you stay true to yourself?
Like, I look at my numbers for sure, but I just don't let it overcome my overall feeling of the music that I make. Like, I know what vibe I put out, and I know what message I'm putting out and stuff like that. So it's like, the numbers are gonna be what they are. So it's like, the sooner you accept that, it'll be like, the quicker you can get over it. Because it's like, the numbers are gonna be the numbers, yeah. But unless I'm making like a obscene amount of money from them, that ain't happened for me yet. So it's like, it don't even really matter.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? Now, when you get to talking business and it start affecting the bottom line of shit, then it's like, all right, them higher up, like the artists for real, like the A-listers, they worried about the fucking numbers.
Right, exactly.
That shit affect their bottom line for real. Yeah. So in that case, I get it. That's cool, rock out. But at this level, it doesn't really mean shit. Like, I ain't did shit yet, and ain't putting no extra dollars in my pocket yet. So it's like, I ain't even really tripping about it. So like, staying authentic is not really that tough a job. It's just being able to compartmentalize stuff.
Yeah.
like reality from like whatever your music is doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? In reality, everything's fine. Like, it's not the end of the world. Like, oh my God, you didn't get 1 million fucking views in 3 minutes on this fucking video. Sorry. It's okay. It's fine. It's all good. It'll happen one day. You just gotta be consistent and, you know what I'm saying, be true to who you are, because it apparently got you up to this point, so why deviate from that? You feel what I'm saying?
I guess.
At least how I feel about it. So just being yourself is way easier than people try to make it to be.
Yeah, I feel.
Because you don't have to look. You don't have to look at the next man's plate. Somebody said you looking at the next man's plate. Somebody eating off yours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, nah. Just focus on your own thing. Run your race, and don't even be worried about what everybody else is doing. Because now it's not even about the music.
Exactly.
Now you chasing other external shit that don't got shit to do with nothing.
Hey, that's actually a good segue.
Hey, I was just about to do it.
Q asked the question on, authenticity, and you just brought it up, right? You're chasing something else that's distracting you from the actual music, right? And you have a single, and it's actually one of my favorite tracks of yours called Clout Chasers.
Oh, yeah.
How would you describe a clout chaser, and what made you sort of make that record?
Clout chasers doing shit that you wouldn't usually do for attention. Just because you want to sell some shit or whatever ulterior motive that you got. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like being inauthentic on purpose to like sell a product, and like that's quite damn near illegal. Like that's like for real. Like when you really look at it, that's false advertising and shit. You know what I'm saying? So you quite literally breaking the law. So it was like, stop being a criminal.
All you clout chasers out there.
Like you know what I'm saying? But like clout chasers, like you just wanted attention for the wrong reason, but that's not what you want the attention for. You want the attention on this. Mm-hmm. So it's like you're really putting a middleman where he don't need to be. It's just doing stupid shit, like for clicks and views, and then when they see you doing stupid shit, you're like, "Hey, by the way, I got this, whatever the fuck I got." You know what I'm saying? $9.99 or whatever and shit like that. And it's like, you could have just said that without doing something stupid. That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, clout is something that's not even real. Like, you can't even feel like you can't sell clout. Like that's what I'm thinking. Like everybody's working so hard to get this shit that they can't physically touch. You dig what I'm saying? And it's not even like it's a good intangible. Yeah. It's just intangible and it's fucking stupid. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like I don't really like that shit. Like if you solid and stand up person and you know what I'm saying, you come with morals and principles and shit. Yeah. Just put that on the forefront and just be entertaining. Just have a personality. Mm-hmm. Then it's like, a personality take you a long way, I feel like. So it's just like, you don't have to necessarily clout chase. It's just like, run around here being weird for like attention.
For attention and stuff, for the clicks and the likes. So talk about like the record, right? What was like the thought process that really made you make that song and then also sort of put it out and promote it? Was it something that, like, you were seeing a lot of and wanted to speak on it?
Oh, no. Oh, how it came about? Oh, I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I heard the beat, and I was like, this beat, where the fuck did I get that? I think I got it from, like, my sources. I ain't gonna get that. But no, I heard the beat, and I was like, no, this beat is crazy. And then, like, that's how usually most of my songs come out. I hear the beat first, and then, like the first few bars, if I catch it, and I catch something good, I try to keep that, and then I build off of that. So I think I heard the beat, and I start like the beginning. However the beginning of the song go, I probably started rapping like that, and then I just built off of it. And then like I was like, Cloud Chaser, it's a, because I think I said it in the song. So I felt like I was like, this is a good one. Like Cloud Chaser, like don't just be authentic, but it was a nice way to still keep people's attention and stuff like that. It was hype and all that shit. So it was like once you get past that aspect and you listen to what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying?
What's like your typical, I guess, like studio session like? Do you typically have like that beat first, or are you having somebody produce it on the spot?
No,
are you writing on the spot?
So before I even go to the studio, I get all the beats that I want to do for whatever session. I feel like I'll probably load up maybe like 2-3 beats. And then I write the songs out in full, and I like perform them in my room or whatever to make sure everything fits where they're supposed to go. And then that's when I call my engineer and be like, all right, so what time slots you got? And then whatever times he give me, I'll be like, cool, pull up. I got the beats with me, put the beat up, record it.
You're not a punch-in warrior?
Huh?
You're not a punch-in warrior? You don't be...
I hate that shit. I cannot. Like Babytron and all of them, like the people like in Michigan and Flint and all that, they be doing that shit and they can do it good. I ain't gonna lie. Like a lot of people say like garbage rap or whatever the fuck. Yeah, but I kind of like it. So it's like it's whatever. But they can do that shit. My nerves too bad for that shit. I can't. I cannot, because it's like I can't go in there with nothing and then punch in and then it still be good. Like they can do that because that's a muscle that they didn't
trained and
been working on.
I don't have that. I don't have that muscle. Yeah. Like I'm too in my brain. I'm like, all right, this shit gotta fit and it gotta be lyrical. Cause I'm still trying to be Lil Wayne and shit. I'm like, I can't fucking do it on the spot like that. I still gotta train my brain to do that. So no, I can't punch in worth a damn. But like, unless like, all right, I done got to a certain point, like breath control. Okay. That's the only time when I punch in, like breath control wise. So yeah, I come in there with the song full in, put the beat on. I try to get in within like under like 5 takes each song. Nice. Because I want to crank them out. So if I get them under 5 takes, then he'll mix them, go to the next one, mix that one, go to the next one, mix that one, and then at the end, we master them all at the end, and then bounce them. We out of there.
Nice.
We be out of there. Goddamn,
efficient.
Goddamn, maybe depending on how many songs I do, goddamn 2-3 hours, 3-4 hours, I'm out of there. Hey. You know what I'm saying? Every time, every second is work. Like maybe like the first 20 minutes I'm rolling up a couple of, but that's 20 minutes I can eat that. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is we on the spot. We got money is time. Time is money.
Facts.
I feel you. So like, what's like when you make music? Like, what's the goal?
Yeah, good question.
What's the goal?
Yeah.
Depend on. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. Just to make the best attempt I can, like putting medicine in the candy. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like I like being lyrical, like I said, Lil Wayne, Kendrick, Cole, and all them Jay, like Freddie Gibbs and shit like that. Like I like the lyrical rap, and I like it getting like real gritty and shit. But and like Eminem. So it's like I used to rap like Eminem, but that was really you could tell that was getting a bit like stale, because it was like, all right, I'm over rapping these people, and it's not even a song no more. I'm just rapping for like 4 minutes straight. And it's like, all right, like they heard the first time and it's like, they'd be cool. They gonna hit it like 2-3 more times. There ain't nobody finna keep playing that shit, because it's like you're not finna just keep rapping me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like that, so I try to make it entertaining as well. But I'm not gonna go as far as like dumbing down my lyrics all the way to the point where I'm just saying like bullshit.
Right.
Like I'll dumb it down to a certain point, because like I could really get integral and like lyrical, spiritual, all this other shit. Like I could really do all that shit, but that takes a lot.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
And it's like after a certain point, I don't want to hear myself rapping. I'm like, shut this down. like you talking too much. Like it's cool. Like we can have a break in between the verses and shit like that. So my goal is always to find a balance in between the two. Like be lyrical, but also make it like everybody want to replay it and shit like that. So we make it a marriage, and that's how you get. You know what I'm saying? My lyrics, when you listen to the lyrics, I'm like, damn, this nigga going crazy. But the beat is like, this is fucking crazy. We can put this up anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta rock to it.
So that's how I try to do it.
So going on the lines of goals, like what's the goals for the rest of this year, man? Any projects, anything you plan on dropping?
Keep promoting this album, to be honest. Keep promoting this album. I'm gonna try to put something out around the holidays, like around Christmas, Thanksgiving, Christmas. I might put out a couple things out, like Thanksgiving, Christmas type shit, just to round out the year. A couple EPs, because I've been writing music. I just haven't gotten a chance to record it yet. And I still want to put it out, because I put this out in May.
Yeah.
But
so you put out Flex Now, Heal Later?
Oh yeah. Flex Now, Heal Later out right now. It's in your phone. Go check that out. Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff.
Yeah, speak on that real brief before we get out of here.
Yeah, Flex Now, Heal Later was it was a collection of songs that I just put together. It was just like I felt like a lot of stuff I was going through at the time. A lot of it was recorded like some time ago, but I felt like it was still prevalent in my life or whatever. But really the title came up was I used to be in therapy, right? And then I was in there talking about all my shit, getting the shit off my chest or whatever. And then I tried to go to the studio. I ain't got shit.
Ooh.
I ain't got shit. I'm like, fuck it, let me just go back home. Trying to write some shit that I have nothing. Because I'd have got it all off my chest in therapy. So I was like, oh, fuck that shit then. I said, fuck that shit. I was like, all right, I clearly need therapy, because I have some shit that I need to get off my chest. but I also want to make music, and I want to be able to make a career off that, and I can't do both at this time. So I said, fuck therapy for right now. I'm gonna just keep all this sick shit in my head and just put on the microphone and over a beat, and that way we could just make a whole bunch of money. And then when I get to like 38, 39, now we're in real therapy because I'm on my way out the door anyway. So it'll be like shit, like, because I feel like once at 40, you gotta be a grown man. I'm grown now, but it's like you gotta be a grown man, like an adult man. So it's like, you need to get all that shit out and, you know what I'm saying, be an actual adult and deal with your trauma and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But until then, fuck all of that shit. We flexing. Fuck all that shit.
You see the change?
Fuck all that other shit right now. We turning up, you know what I'm saying? Getting high, getting fucked up and all that shit. So listen to the album for real. It really goes to like a lot of peaks and valleys. A lot of it is real hype, real turn music and shit. And then towards the middle, towards the end, it gets real like mellow and like really getting my shit off. And I think my favorite song on there is probably like the first song, the intro and the outro. Like my two favorite songs. I like it. Like I feel like that's like a full circle thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you come out the gates hot, talking that shit, whatever. And then at the end, it's very somber and you get to letting out the shit that you really want to get off. And then like some little surprise elements at the end. But you got to listen to the album to get that shit. You know what I'm saying? Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube.
That. Yeah, go
you
get that.
Saying? All that good stuff.
Go get that. Man,
for
but
sure.
we appreciate you, man. Flexing Out Here Later is out.
Go tap
Jay
in.
Steez.
Jay
Thanks for
Steez.
having me.
Mr.
For real.
OVA.
The Ghetto
Mr.
Flower, you know what I'm saying?
OVA.
OVA, you know what I'm saying? It's us.
And we out.
Fresh Flowers Podcast.
Yeah.